Hey there, girlfriend. Today, I wanted to talk to you about juggling clients as well as marketing. Let's do this, shall we? So when you are first starting out your entrepreneur journey, you are wearing all the hats. And typically when it comes to an entrepreneur, there are three hats that we typically wear. We have the hat of the entrepreneur themselves. And the entrepreneur is the one that's really the visionary, the one that has the creative ideas. And there's another role that actually makes sure those ideas are actually acted upon. But for the most part, the entrepreneur is the dreamer. Then the second role that we have as entrepreneurs is the manager. So we're managing the systems that we've created by doing the work ourselves and then being able to delegate it to other folks, or just making sure we manage our finances, because that's what entrepreneurship is all about as well. And then last but definitely not least is really normally where we really feel the most comfortable is the technician role. And the technician role is the one that does the work. As a coach, you are all about coaching people and helping people be successful and reducing the learning curve and sharing your systems with them that have helped you reach your desired level of success. Well, that's what we do, the doing work part of it, but we still have the visionary part as the entrepreneur and then the managing part, just to make sure that we have all of our roles in place. So it's no wonder that you feel like you're juggling clients and marketing and all of this at one time, because we got all of this other stuff going on. So when it comes to making time for your clients as well as your marketing, it really comes down to scheduling out your day. I'm a firm believer of working out your day on paper before you walk it out. So maybe making it a point to write down what you have scheduled for the day before you walk out the day, because I can tell you from experience, those times that I have not written the things down or putting it in the schedule, how I was going to walk out my day has a way of running itself, and the things that I needed to get done, I didn't get done. So really make it a point to schedule those times for your clients, and then have times that you do your managerial work. Maybe it's looking at your calendar, writing down the bills, regulating your finances, all of that. You want to make sure that you schedule in the time. And then of course the marketing part of your business is how you're getting the word out. How are you making people aware of what you provide? Is it a podcast that you're going to be on? Is it a social media post that you're going to create? Or are you going to be a part of a summit where you got to record a video? All of that plays into your business, and you got to make time for that. So make sure that you schedule it. The next thing I wanted to share with you is about the systems that you need in place to actually make the dream work. So I'm a firm believer that you want to be able to master whatever task that you are going to delegate out to an employee. For example, before I hired video editors, I made sure that I knew what it took to edit a video. I was doing maybe 4 to 5 hours trying to edit a video. I can remember on iMovie, really just understand the nuances, adding B-roll, adding animation, all of that stuff. So then when I started talking to people about doing it for me, I had a system that I wanted them to follow. I also knew some of the nuances that came with video editing that I could really talk to them about and find out what they thought about it, because they may have been more skilled than me. But I feel like you need to understand it to some extent so you can talk about it intelligently, the task that you are delegating off. That was also the case when it came to social media for me. I did my social media in the beginning. So now that I have a VA that does that for me, we have a system, and the system is my system that I had for when I was scheduling videos. And of course, when she gives me her expertise and insight, we make upgrades to the system. But for the most part, the framework of how we do things is definitely something that I created. I think sometimes people have the tendency to think that when somebody comes in or they're hiring somebody, that person should just automatically know what they want. But in actuality, they're not going to know unless you tell them. So make sure you have a system that you can manage, and then have the person that you delegate the task to be able to manage the task with that system. Okay? All right. So next thing I wanted to ask you about, but before I ask you that, what do you think about that? I know that might have been something that was new to you. I'm sure in a past video I mentioned what system stands for, and it's saving yourself time, energy, and money. So you really want to make sure that you're doing that. Do you have systems in place? If not, girlfriend, start writing that stuff down. So then when it comes time for you to delegate it to somebody else, you can give them what you expect them to do, and then be be able to regulate that system and monitor their tasks based on the system that you gave them. So last but definitely not least, I wanted to share a great way that you can eliminate or really reduce manual labor. And I know this can be a really big thing when it comes to being a solo entrepreneur, or maybe even just having a couple of employees. You want to make sure that you have a way to delegate the tasks that are reoccurring. And a great way to do this, y'all, is automation. And I'm all about automation. Like if you have email addresses to come in. I know I had a survey that I was using, and at the time that I started the survey, I was manually putting the participants' emails into my CRM, and CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management System. I was physically typing them in. That got old real quick until I figured out a way that I could actually, when they filled out the survey, that it would automatically go into my CRM. That saved me so much time and energy that I swear by those kind of things. And anytime I can put automation in the system, I do that. Now, another way that I wanted to make sure that I automate, and I'm sure you guys have this too, is that when you have a transaction, your transaction goes through your credit card processing or your merchant processor, and then you're trying to document that transaction into your financial records. It could be a QuickBooks or a Wave or whatever you're using. I figured out a way to automate when I have a transaction from Stripe that it goes straight into my financial management system. So now I don't have to manually put those things in. So come time for my bookkeeper to close out the month, I can then have the information already readily available for her, and this makes her job so much easier. So again, automation is key. So whatever you can do to automate how you run your business, the little tasks that you have, any kind of arts and crafts type of tasks, or even management tasks, if you can figure out a way that you can automate that transaction or automate that task, it's going to make your job so much easier, where you can truly focus on those visibility type of tasks of making that video for the summit, or you can focus on connecting with your clients and then finding other referral partners that have a similar client base as you but offer a different service. So those are the things I really wanted to share with you today. I'm hoping that you got value out of this. First and foremost, plan your day on paper before you walk it out. Second, have a system for all the various tasks that you have, so that when you delegate it to somebody else, you can actually have something that holds them accountable for the tasks that you want them to do, in addition to you being able to manage the system. And then last but definitely not least, automate as much as you can those reoccurring tasks that are not revenue income producing activities. They just take time to do, but you still need to do. Okay? Share your key takeaway in the comments and share this with 3 friends. I'm sure it'll bless somebody. And I'm so excited to be here with you all today. We see you next week, and I'll chat with you later. Bye for now.